Alright, welcome YouTube and to another daily cast. And today we will have Enemy and Robie against Jules and SSP. So very interesting gameplay here. That should be they're all around the same hero. But let's see what are the builds to start off. We do have wave 1 already completed, so a bit late. But wave 2 is about to begin, and we do have the Pilgrim Devilfish on enemy. Robie is going for a growl start, staying at 4 workers here, but oh no, receiving the DD, didn't receive on wave 1 and greeting the growl. So this is an 80% leak easily here. So very bad start here from Robie, but stayed at 4 workers, but what does he decide to go for now? So that will be a rough one to come back from. Jules going for the consort start. That was a safe consort start, 5 worker, but can still be in trouble on wave 3. But with the leak of Robie, that should give him enough gold to be in a good position. And SSP going for the Devilfish Angler start. That is a penny special.
Okay, I just came back and Roby Roby did a build for wave 2 with his
Yeah,
Garal.
he didn't receive on wave 1 and greeted the Growl, so that he was expecting Jules to expect the egg, I think.
But Roby is never greedy. How can this happen?
Yeah, no, that was just one of the rare cases where he just uh, called upon his inner Toikan to forget to build on wave 2.
Okay, we see the bunk, so he's safe now for the next 3 waves. He only has to think about wave 6 now, and he got this Fire Lord for wave 6, Roby.
Yes. So he does bring himself down in workers because of that play, but only one for the moment, so it's still okay for him. And
But he
here,
already lost a lot of gold. He lost 15 gold from his Grawl, and he lost gold from his league.
yeah, 30
So
gold from his league in total, so that's 45 gold he will never see again.
that's one worker, and that's exactly the worker that he is behind at the moment.
Yeah, but now he will be able to push to 7 workers and still get his Fire Lord on wave 6 without any problem. He just needs to drop down the
We
Growl
see a
on
leak
wave 5.
on SSP.
And a leak on Jules as well. So
Okay,
that
now he
gold,
gets some gold back.
yeah, okay, I'll check on how much gold he gets if it balances out. But I expect this to be around 20 gold to Ruby.
Okay. Do you like the Bunk Firelords?
I think it's very powerful and very hard to break in the early game, which I don't like when a build is like that. So I was correct, 24 gold on Ruby from the leaks and 18 on enemy. So Ruby getting a bit more gold of that. But he's still 6 down from the leak on wave 2.
But this will help, of course, like big time.
Yeah, it's pretty much like it's equivalent to receiving a Snell on wave 2 onto the Growl. That's the same situation he is in now. That's pretty much what is the state for Roby. 7 workers as stated. He will now be able to drop down the Growl to protect wave 5.
Do you see enemies lane? That
Yeah,
the Harpies are getting sniped?
yeah, that is because of the Poliwogs.
Yep. With the ranged DPS in the split, your backline DPS got sniped on the left side. So that is something he has to fix, otherwise this will happen every wave. And
And every wave he will leak if he leaves that like that.
because at the moment his Harpies are the only damage he got.
Yeah, so more time. That is trouble for Roby. If he gets a sand now, will it be the imps? No, Jules is still saving. Does he show the growl here, or does he greed? But Roby doesn't greed, so it probably drops on the growl.
Probably, yeah. Do you see this?
Oh,
The Seraphim.
oh, that's a thing, right? Um, Not sure. Yeah, now we cannot fix the split anymore unless he goes for a big tank right over here.
Well, he kind of has the role to do the big tank in front, right? The already Green
Yeah,
Devil
true,
with the
true.
Pilgrims. So in the end, this will even it out. And Roby didn't build, of course.
And now that's a situation where you're Jules and you're just kicking the table.
Yep. What if I just sent imps? But versus Roby, you always just send, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because he reads so rarely that it's so worth it when he does it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Jules leaking to the 120 cent here. But a very good send that was. The imps are just super powerful on 5 and 6, having a lot of damage in the early game.
Yeah,
It's the highest DPS per gold
yeah,
for mercenaries.
yeah. It's the imp on the imp on 5, imps on 5, brutes on 7, mole on 8.
Okay, I've got a good question in chat here, and I think I'll let you explain first, uh, so that I can maybe give my insight afterwards. He's asking, why do you start for Bunk instead of Firelord?
I have to answer the question
Yeah, yeah, and then I'll correct you if you don't have the right answer.
because the bunk is the unit that can solo hold wave 5 and the Fire Lord can't.
Yeah,
So you're allowed to push more. You can't leak with the bunk on wave 4. You can with the Fire Lord if you get a scent. So the bunk is more safer in the first waves, and you can always add the Fire Lord after.
yeah, but Joe's reading the fact that there was a Fire Lord and skipping wave 6, meaning that on wave 7, well, the Fire Lord doesn't do much, right? Oh,
Nope.
oh no, I think that's a bit of a mistake from Jules here. To not save for the brute after income.
Is it?
If he doesn't go for the brute after income, the mimic attacks the bunk.
That is true. And with the heal, does it now because the butcher will walk in front of the bunk?
Oh, that's a good question. But oh, Robie is standing big as well. Wait, that's a 220 onto onto his speed.
What is
Wait,
happening this game?
I need to zoom out to check the both lanes. We do have the mimic attacking the butcher and now attacking the fire lord. So the bunk is a DPS bunk here. So this would be a
Maybe
leak
Roby.
on Ruby.
Yeah, maybe Roby can watch a video from Bunny. It's called One and One Short, the DPS bunk.
We'll link it into the description, the video from Bunny. So if you have troubles with your bunk, it's an addiction to some players. We will give you help with the video that we will put in the description.
But this is a ogre on the king,
Ogre on
and
the
on
king,
wave
and
7,
is
that's
it a
just
cover?
devastating.
Is it a cover from enemy?
Close to.
So that is a huge advantage from Roby and an enemy here. So it's not the
Yeah.
best, thing for Roby that the bunk and the firelord did not split tank because of the butcher.
Oh, by the way, the mimic of Jules killed every unit in the mid. So
Oh really?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah. He received from every unit in the mid, like all the harpies, the pilgrim. He
okay.
received the 3 gold.
So that's a lot of gold going to him. But uh, enemy. Wait, how did he gain so little gold from leaks while Roby received 107? I guess this is the give money to the one who's behind kind of thing.
Yep, and enemy is on fire at the moment. So that states how far they are in front of the Jules and SSP.
Yeah, I mean, you never he never was really able to leak enemy because of his low worker start with the anglers. Um,
And then Roby long saved on him. He leaked pretty big on wave 7. And
yeah, he leaked pretty
he's
much only the ogre. Most of the waves was bad. So
Yeah, but
I
still the
think it
ogre
was
is one
still
worker, right?
fine. Yeah, ogre is on ogre. Yeah, you're right. So it's a lot of king damage, as we saw. And now can they recover? Because now it's about the usage of the kingpin. You need to use the mid game of the kingpin. He can afford to skip the kingpin on 9 because he has the harbinger, but no real frontline apart from that. So he does decide to go for that kingpin.
Mhm. And like we discussed in the last game, I think it's worth to go for the kingpin here.
Yeah, since he doesn't have any better frontline as well. So I think it's the right choice. His only frontline is like Devilfish and Harbinger. So in that sense, it is worth it. Yes.
But enemy is receiving an income sent here. Oh, and also Robie getting the heals.
Yeah, I think
But
it's the correct choice here because now they can just go for a high pressure play on 12, and I don't think enemy and Robie are that good on wave 12.
Robie can be decent if he wants, if he reads it. Uh,
Yeah,
and yes, they need a wave to pick a wave that they can do a lot of king damage, and 12 is the nearest wave where it's possible to kill them. Well, at
and
least to get some gold back you lost on wave 7.
yeah, and wave 12 I like a lot here because it can protect the kingpin player on wave 13.
Yep. And there is also the all-out assault.
Yeah, but I think it is worth it for SSP to go for the hero instead. I think Jules is the one that should go for the all-out assault.
Yeah, the hero kingpins are just too strong.
And also it's
And the
because Jules needs the extra medium to leak Ruby on wave 12, while SSP doesn't need it as much.
Robie goes for the head chef here. What do you think about that?
Uh, well, if he had damage behind it, yeah, I like it, but where's the
Yeah,
damage?
yes, that's what I was that question I was asking myself too, because he got a full tank build, and if you look at his role, actually he only got tanks, right? He doesn't have a single DPS unit,
Well,
and I'm
Phoenix
not
can
sure
be
if he
seen.
already rerolled. By the way, did you see it?
No, I did not see it, no. But it will be a hold on wave 10, even though he has full tanks.
And I don't like this king ups on wave on this wave.
No, it's just released the possibility of the 12. And
Hmm.
SSP going for income again.
And now we will see the all out on the enemy team on wave 12, and I think that's just game over.
Yeah, yeah, in going
SSP is
for
going
gate.
for the hero gate.
Oh. You need to realize you don't have a tank line for that to happen. Like, he can go Wanderers, but at this point it just seems like too late. He's selling a lot here.
Yeah, but he was selling his range DPS, otherwise his gate was getting sniped, right?
Good point, good point.
So that's why he did it.
So SSP going for income. How are the values? The value SSP's behind. Jules is even further behind here.
Yeah, they're just dead on next wave, I think.
Yeah,
The kingpins are strong. Don't get me wrong, the kingpins are strong, but Descent is just too big for the kingpins to cover, right? And
yes,
maybe
and
Robie is even trying to pro league here. Look at this value.
yeah, and also because of the sense from SSP, enemy is just able to just push those extra workers to have this extra big send onto Jules.
Yeah, but he stopped pushing. He should push here, especially
Yeah,
with the sand.
yeah.
You get so much gold from your sand, just push some workers. Don't be afraid. You got zero pressure on you. Just get those workers in and make your lead bigger. Because he knows he's in front, right? If you look at the power score, he's
Yeah.
far in front. Just get those workers.
So he pushed another one after the income came in. So realized that he could do it, but he could have been way more for way more workers, maybe two more. I think it's
Yeah, he
reasonable.
does. He doesn't need this Sky Queen here.
Yeah, I just
But I
think he's
think this
afraid
is
of
just game.
leaking. Yeah, I think it's over.
This is just game over. The Centaur goes into split. Will come back. will kill all his stuff. Yeah, and the 4i is also there.
Yeah, the 4-8 for the Kingpins and the Lioness.
Oh,
And
look at
Jules
Jules.
just too low value to do anything here. So it will be all going to the King.
Isn't it
SSP?
really?
Wait, SSP?
Yeah, it's weak,
Kingpins are
right?
down.
There's no
Centaur
kingpin
is
now.
down. Does he
Yeah, it's
just
also
clear
down.
his wave? Because if he clears his wave, no, there's still the 4-eye, so I think it's just too much. So here the problem is really the 4-eye here. Yes, wave 12 damage is pretty big, but the 4-eye with the pack leader is just too much, I think.
I think this is game over.
Yeah, it
50% HP, 14 creeps
does feel like it, and
to the.
it does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it
GG.
is. So very well played by Robie and enemy, keeping the pressure play alive, while SSP and Jules are going for income.
Well, only SSP went for the income, right?
Yeah, Jules was
Jules
saving. Do you think it could have been a race on 12 instead?
if they both went for the all out, you mean?
Yeah.
Um. Well,
So
uh,
so let's see.
SSP holds long because he got the hero, right?
Yeah,
And
but even
if
if he doesn't get the
Jules,
hero, he does have the double kingpin. The backline of enemy is getting sniped. So if you can just go mimicking the split on enemy, the Sky Queens are pretty much dead. I don't know. I just feel like if you go for the race on 12, SSP is probably the one holding the longest.
yeah, Robie overpushed a bit.
Yeah.
He was already leaking to the income send, so yeah. And he was building for wave 13, by the way. He built the Actar on
Yeah.
wave 12.
So I don't
But
know.
I don't know if they win the race. I don't think that they would have won the race.
Yeah, it's
Also
pretty
because
close.
Jules's value was already really low, uh, and without the allowance gold, it will be even lower.
Yeah.
But maybe SSP could delay, but we will never know, right?
Yeah, we'll never know.
If enemy didn't, because enemy also wouldn't pushed if he didn't receive the cent on 11.
Yeah, it's just a
So
completely
his
different game.
yeah his value will also be way higher, and he also got a really good delay build with his pilgrims and stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree. It's just hard to tell at this point.
I think the game was just over.
Yeah, but nice call by enemy and Ruby. So
Toikan,
so thank you, Token, for casting with us. You're now
yeah, no
going.
problem.
What do
Yeah,
you want
yeah,
to?
I'm just going to relax a little bit.
All good.
And by the way, did you see that Robie again really long saved?
Yeah. I tell
Like
you,
last game,
it's Archaicum. It's Archaicum playing on Ruby's account.
it must be.
But yeah, I'm
Well,
gonna close
anyway,
out on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube, for watching, and yeah, I hope you liked the video.